Here's a demonstration on how to tie a taut-line hitch. So you're going to take the working end of your rope and you're going to run it around the object which you want to capture. In this case I have a drill, however normally it would be like a tree branch or a post or something like that. After you've captured the object you want to run this hitch around, you're going to take this end and wrap it around your standing end of the rope. And you're going to wrap it around twice. So over the top and under the bottom. After you've completed those two wraps, you're going to take the working end and you're going to run it under your standing end of the line and then feed it back in through itself. And you know you've done this correctly if by the end this hitch is dressed in a way which looks like a little fist. That's how I like to remember it. And from here you'll be able to pull tension and this hitch will actually bite down on itself. Alright, so here's an example of when you might actually use a taut-line hitch. Imagine for a moment that instead of two nails in a garage, these are two trees in a forest and you need to run a ridge line between them. A ridge line is just a tight line running between two objects that can be used for a lot of purposes, often shelter building, or used in some way to hang clothes or run a critter line. So let's go ahead and get started. I've pre-tied a loop with a bowline on this side, and we have now a fixed point around our first tree. It doesn't matter what knot you actually use, but that's what we're going to be using for this instance. Now around your other tree, you are going to be using your taut-line hitch. So I pre-tied it in this example, but you would run it around your tree just as I ran it around the handle of that drill earlier. And then whenever you need it to be tighter and you want the system to get more taut, you simply slide that hitch down the line. And as it goes, the more tension you have on the line, the tighter this hitch actually bites down on itself. And with those little fist-like fingers that I showed you earlier, they actually grab down on this line and prevent it from sliding anywhere. And it's really taut, as you can see, but the cool thing about this hitch is that if at any point you are done with it, you can simply slide it back up and the whole system falls slack. So super useful and can be used in a horizontal fashion or a vertical fashion, but a really, really helpful hitch to know, and I recommend you try it out on your next trip.